I'm here at Worcester Cathedral, at the tomb of Bad King John, and I think I'm sharing space with a Phantom of the Opera. Now, can you actually hear me over the music? Is it okay to go?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Depending how.
Yeah, okay.
So here he is, not listening to instructions.
Well, was that not clear? Of course, some of the more ornate work is later medieval, but the cathedral was here at two critical stages in our story. First of all, in 1065, when I lost my train of thought, and it has particular relevance to our story for two reasons. First, when Simon de Montfort led a baronial revolt against King John's weak and evil son, Henry III, that's a stupid line. Start again. Under both Edward I, Henry III's son, and Edward III, his great-grandson, it is explicitly stated that this hit is wandering off topic.
Yes, it is. So we should do it again.
The church at Salisbury was originally up here on the hill in the strong point of Old Sarum, until quarrels with the soldiers in the Norman castle led the monks... Sorry, start again. I almost feel like I'm in Middle-earth here at Old Sarum, just north of Salisbury. And in this part of England generally, it's not just the landscape, though that certainly does evoke Tolkien's Shire and his Barrow Downs, these rolling hills, the comfortable little farms, the old style houses, but also this sense that there's so much history here that is just soaked into the earth, that there's a feeling that there must be meaning in the very soil here, that so many generations have lived here and hoped and died and fought and raised children.
Yeah. It's...
You should maybe say this again with a mic turned on, because it usually works better. What was that?
I was saying I shall be kept mercifully out of this scene. There's enough of me in the documentary. My face becomes tiresome quickly. It is not a calligraphic masterpiece written on vellum. It's also from Odiham that John rode to Magna... Oh, please.
No problem. That's good.
It later, under Henry III, was given to his then widowed sister Eleanor. She remarried a baron named Simon de Montfort. And I'm off track anyway, and the sun has changed.
Yeah, you see my dilemma.
Yeah. It is also from Odiham that John rode to Runnymede to seal Magna Carta. He came back here afterwards, and recently a copy of Magna Carta in French was found in Rouen that was made here on John's orders within 2 years.
No problems.
Eversham Abbey, which had stood on this spot from the 8th century, before I restart this take, because that's not what I meant to say.
No problem. Okay.
Simon led the baron...
One more time?
Yeah, in each county to represent that county, and 2 burgesses from every major town, 4 from the Saint Paul. And... What is... Now, after he captures the king and his heir, Simon needs to do something to give himself legitimate authority. He's basically just taken over the kingdom. And there go those bells again. Bing, bong, bing, bong. No. We're here now at the Living History Museum, Jamestown Settlement in colonial Williamsburg. That's not right. Start again.
Just say Williamsburg.
Yeah, just Williamsburg.
Go ahead, John.
It's no accident that people continue...
Okay, stop.
In 1787, Another remarkable event in the long history of liberty under law happened here in Philadelphia. In a sweltering summer with the windows closed and the curtains drawn, in Independence Hall behind me, 55 delegates wrote the United States Constitution. You might think men like Washington and Madison would have been exhausted after decades of political turmoil, military conflict, and domestic chaos, but somehow they performed a remarkable act of statesman-like creativity. Sorry, start again. What? Statesman-like. It wasn't statesman-like. Obviously, therefore, this is sacred ground to Americans. The Civil War determined that their nation would survive and that the evil of racial slavery would not continue, although segregation, bigotry, and the denial of legal rights persisted into our own day. Why am I talking about this? Sorry, the sun's distracting me.
Action.
The Battle of Gettysburg is the turning point in the American Civil War. And right here, at the famous copse of trees next to the angle, is the turning point of that battle. This is the... Why can't I speak?
Okay. Just 1 sec.
Gettysburg is the decisive battle in the American Civil War. And right here, at the angle, is the decisive point. Oh, for crying out loud, that doesn't work either. Yeah.
Okay.
Gettysburg is the pivotal battle in the American Civil War. And right here, the monument to the high watermark of Pickett's charge is the critical spot on that battlefield. It is here, on July 3rd of 1863, that the Union forces managed to repel a Confederate assault that had almost broken their lines, turned the tide of the battle and of the war. Obviously, therefore, this is sacred ground to Americans. There are more monuments on this battlefield, it feels as though...
Okay, no problem. Okay, rolling.
Behind me here at Gettysburg, I don't want to say that.
No problem.
And it is surely astounding that the North should have been willing to pour out so much blood and treasure to secure the liberty of men who, and women who... Start again.
Okay.
Are you getting static? Start again. It's not a wall. The mall in Washington quite simply features one treasure after another. Like this beautiful fountain, behind which you see the National Gallery. The connection of their own struggle to the long fight for liberty under law. That wasn't any good.
No problem. And
the Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum, here behind me in, of all places, Boston, are a recreation of an authentic 18th century ship from which people can throw recreated authentic 18th century bales of tea into the harbor. It's a wonderfully vivid recreation of the 1773 protest that triggered the crackdown, that triggered the fighting.
okay.
Never mind that.
Come on, catch him doing it. Now do it again. Do it again. Come on, you can do it. Do it again. Come on, do it again. You can do it. Just throw the tea over, for God's sakes. There we go. There we go.